love everything that you do, man. I this is not even what I'm supposed to talk about right now, but I actually did my research and found out that you were back in 2007. You were on a show on Nickelodeon called the Naked Brothers Band. You had played the role of Bobby Love, and can I tell you? Before I even knew about Nickelodeon, like in general, I did watch that show a lot. Like, just take me back for a sec. What was it like shooting for that show?
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, I'm shooting a movie right now, and you've never had to shoot in the circumstances that we're dealing with right now. So,
yeah.
That being said, yeah, everything that I've shot before the pandemic is just different, obviously, for obvious reasons. But in 2007, I don't know if there were so many differences other than that from shooting, other than the fact that I was younger. You know, it was one of my first sets. I think it was the second job I ever did.
Really? Wow.
Second I ever did. It was the first network thing I ever did. I had done one thing before that. It was a short film directed by this woman named Tara Anderson and produced by this guy named Ken Regan. And Ken Regan was a photographer for all the Rolling Stones photographs. Every Stone photograph that you see was photographed by Ken Regan. And so that movie was right before that. I learned a little bit from working with them, and they were great. But the Naked Brothers Band, that was different, man. I mean, I walked on set, and there was a stage, and I was just like rocking on stage in front of like 400 extras, and my uncle came to the set. He was an extra in movies, and I invited him to the set to be an extra, and I'll never forget that day. Because since my uncle's passed away, but that day was one of the most crucial moments in my entire life and my entire career, because it steered me in the direction that I ended up going. I'm getting a little teary-eyed talking about it, but my uncle and I had like a stroll during lunch, and he says, "I always knew that I'd see you up there one day."
Yeah.
And he's like, it makes my life to be in the audience and look up at you.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. And it was the moment that literally made my career.
Wow, man, I love that. I really love that story. Man, I don't know why, but when I found out about you, you really were a big inspiration to me because, you know, throughout you doing that and then other projects I've seen you done, I mean, it's incredible. You're an incredible person, incredible film producer. I saw your story about how you started as a model when you were younger and you just grew up to be this person that was, you know, on screen doing these films, and now you're directing your own movies, and it's incredible, man. I love it, for real. Like, I remember when a friend of mine introduced me to you. He was like, "You gotta check out this guy named Keli Price." I was like, "Who's Keli Price?" And they knew I'm a big Nickelodeon fan. A lot of people know I'm a big Nickelodeon fan. I grew up watching Nickelodeon than anything else, and right before iCarly had premiered, it was the Naked Brothers Band. That's how I found out, because Miranda Cosgrove was on the Naked Brothers Band for one about two part. It was like a part 1, part 2 episode, and man, I'm really grateful. Thanks for stopping by the show.